Angels, how are you? The teacher here. I hope you guys are doing good. I felt really called to make this quick message. Okay, so if you feel called to, stick around and let's talk about it. It's going to sound a little cliche, and we've all heard this before. Okay, but I just think it's important because, and I know that someone needs this, I've lost sight of this energy many times. But I think that when certain things happen in the world, and so much compassion for what is happening in Gaza, and the genocides in general across the world, in Congo, and the injustice, because God knows I'm in America and we have a lot going on here too, honey. I do also believe that when things happen, and it's interesting because even with all the calls for boycotts and so on and so forth, and people reevaluating where they expend their time, their energy, their money, who they expend it with, it's important for us to remember gratitude. In this moment right now, you may not be in the perfect situation. You may have a job that you don't like. You may, not have the relationship you want. You may be struggling, to show up for yourself. You may be struggling. We're all struggling, we all have our challenges to different degrees. Don't always want to use the word struggling, but this is not to bypass what's happening. It's not to bypass what's happening in the world. But I'm going to say it. There are people right now that would do God knows what to live a day in your shoes. Not just in different countries, people not far from your neighborhoods. Okay, right now you are probably living some type of answered prayer. There was probably big chaotic situations that happened in your life and you were just praying to see the next day, for it to end and see the light of day. You are praying to make ends meet for the month. You may have gone through a childhood, and this video found you today because if you're seeing me on the internet, that means you have some type of resources. And not everyone can afford therapy, but self-healing is more than possible. There are light workers and the spiritualists. Everything is spiritual, but healers and helpers don't just come in the form of readers. Don't just come in the form of readers. There are therapists that make incredible content. There are TED Talks. There are YouTube is an encyclopedia. There's a bunch of guided meditations. There's a bunch of work. And if you really wanted to change your life, to start to, you can. And the divine always brings in helpers, physical helpers as well. But I really want you to take a step back for a minute and be honest with yourself about the resources you have. Be honest with yourself. Change of the world will start with you. And not only just be honest, but be freaking fucking grateful. Because there are people right now, and it's not, many things can be true at once. You can be frustrated with the unsatisfactory parts of your life, and your feelings are valid. You can want things to get better. You can want a different job, but you have to still be grateful. Grateful. Find a way to express intense gratitude for where you are at. And you can be frustrated and you can be grateful. But you need to also have that light, because that light will expand. But you need to find light in your current situation, because there are people that would just be so happy to be sitting or standing where you are right now, and they will take that job, they will take that situation, they will take that living situation with pride. With pride. Okay, and some of the shoes you guys are wearing right now are pretty nice, or the clothes, or whatever. So that's on that. And some of you guys may look at this and be frustrated and be like, well, Natty, da-da-da-da-da. You being able to even look at this on your screen right now, whatever you're doing behind the screen, is a big freaking privilege. So be grateful. And I want you right now to just look up and say a quick prayer, or just look to the universe and say, you know what, thank you. Say thank you for 5 things, even if it's just one thing you can muster up the strength to do. And also say thank you for yourself. for still being here and forgetting yourself here. Okay? I love you guys so much. I'm grateful for you, and I wish you the best in your journey. Bye, guys.